Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Bring it out to the 20. Five. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with White. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Now he's forced out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on second down. Newton steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Brings up third down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. after the false start. They need 8 yards here on third down. The shotgun snap for Newton. It'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now Newton. This is White on the screen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
1st down, Patriots.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a 1st-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A play fake to Michel, now Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
Patriots.
On first down, Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds at the 20.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Second down now. It's White, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, New England.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Newton on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. They go with White on the counter, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Second down and goal. Newton escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action now. Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
40-yard line.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
22.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Chris Carson out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Rush in. One foot. Alert. Mike 51. Let's pick up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
To throw again is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Myers able to knock it through. Good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
From the 6. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Play by Patrick Chung.
Here's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he is all the way up past the 25. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown Seahawks. Touchdown Greg Olsen. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
14. Seahawks 11. To kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Newton. Forced out to his left. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll run with White. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 14.
They go play action with Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. They find Dorsett. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10. Just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Open man is Myers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's White. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gun.
They run the counter. Michelle. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone's seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On first down, it's Newton. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They'll run with a former member for the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's Michel once again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off the ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
This time Wilson will throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 22, Mike 20. Hey, 0. Hey, easy.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Push him back.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Mix the score. Patriots 21. Seahawks.
So there is still time. A little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Let me breathe for a minute, man.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Tonight.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back, so they can get a lot of work done on the plane while they celebrate.
It's going to be a long red eye, but as you said, a celebratory red eye back home. So for New England, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.